All right. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings. So whenever you find this video is whenever you're meant to hear the messages within it. So if you'd like to subscribe, I upload my new Gemini and Sagittarius videos on Wednesday. And the deck that I'm using today is called The Gilded Tarot, and it's by Ciro Marchetti. And as always, if you guys are interested, I have the information you need to get a personal reading in the description. I'm just trying to get one more card to pop out for you guys. And we got two. Okay. Let me just try to... Okay, so for your overall energy, we got the Nine of Swords. With the Nine of Swords always comes stress. The Nine of Swords is the card of waking up at night. I feel like a lot of you guys are worried, are very worried and very stressed out. And whenever I see the Nine of Swords, I always think to try to relax as much as you can. Just because I feel like a lot of times we sort of make problems in our head a lot worse by overthinking them and stressing about them. And especially as an air sign, you have that tendency to be in your head a lot. So definitely try to relax as much as you can. I know that that's a lot easier said than done, but whenever the Nine of Swords card comes up, there's always that worry, especially that you're not sleeping at night. And if you don't sleep at night, then you're going to have difficulty functioning throughout the day, and it's probably just going to make you feel worse and a lot more stressed out in the long run. But I definitely see why you're stressed out, because with this Ten of Wands, I see that there's a lot of responsibility on you. I think there's a lot of responsibility on you in the respect that I think a lot of you are at work a lot right now. I'm getting that you guys may have had maybe like cuts in hours, or you're working overtime, something like that. You're just very stressed out, and it could be about money. But I don't think it's necessarily about money. I think you're just trying to be this King of Pentacles. Sorry, I don't think it's necessarily that you don't have money, is what I meant to say. I think it's that you're trying to build more stability. I think that you're trying to move up, and you're putting a lot of effort towards that. And that's why you want to be this sort of King of Pentacles, because you want that physical stability that maybe you haven't had recently. And maybe that's why you're sort of stressed out at night. Maybe you're sort of thinking about work and not necessarily getting the rest that you need, and that in the long run can be bad for you, especially if you're trying to do well at work. So definitely get your rest. With the Three of Cups, I see a reunion of some kind. I feel like you're either just now or recently getting in contact with someone that you haven't in a long time. And I think that really, Or it might be that you were sort of contacting them maybe through email or phone calls or any kind of instant messages, but now you're sort of seeing that physical reunion, and I feel like it's a cause for celebration almost, like they're in town again before you have to go out of town or something like that. But I definitely feel like this is very heavy on your mind, and it's sort of keeping you stable in a lot of ways, I think. And with this Page of Wands, I definitely see that there's some kind of, sorry, not Page of Wands, Page of Swords. I definitely see that there's some kind of message that's a brewing with you guys. And I think this is you. I think that you want to come forward to this person, maybe tell them like that they mean a lot to you, or for some of you it might be a romantic partner, or for some of you it might be that this person is at your work and you're trying, it could be like a boss and you're trying to sort of have like a promotion of some kind. I'm getting very heavy, not so much love. I feel like you guys have your head in a different place right now. I think that you guys are still worried about love. You're concerned about it, but like you're also giving more time to other things, because I see the Temperance, and the Temperance is a really cool card because it talks about balance, but not in the way that we are usually accustomed to talking about balance, right? So the Temperance is an angel that takes fire and water and combines them, but the water doesn't extinguish the fire. It actually combines into another kind of element. And the reason it does that is because she's using proportions, as she says. So I think that you guys are putting, it's very interesting because you guys are putting an equal amount of like effort into two different things, but you're like putting more energy into one, if that makes sense. So I feel like the end outcome for both of those things is the same, but you're putting more energy in one to sort of have it catch up to the other. And I feel like you have some pretty good, like the one that you're putting less time in because you have sort of strong bond in there is the love department. I feel like you guys have a lot of love, but now you're sort of focusing on your physical stability without not taking care of your love department, if that makes sense. So you're trying to improve one without sacrificing the other. And I really do get that because I see the King of Cups. So I feel like you're the King of Cups already. I feel like you feel like you're the King of Cups, but with this Ten of Wands sort of moving towards this King of Pentacles, I feel like that's what you're trying to become. And definitely I see the Five of Cups, so I think that there may have been some issues with your partner in the past, and it could be that that's why there's sort of this juggling aspect that's going on, is because there could have been an issue. I'm also getting that for some of you is you might be trying to reestablish a relationship, and there was like a period of separation, especially with the Three of Cups, and that would explain why you're sort of reuniting with this person. And you're sort of stressed out, not only about work, but also like, well, what if this person doesn't like me anymore? This, that, is the other. And I feel like whenever the Five of Cups comes out, you always got to be mindful of the fact that, you know, even though he has 5 cups and 3 of them spilled over, there's still 2 cups. And I feel like we as humans tend to overlook that fact a lot of the times because it's easy to get wrapped up in the negativity of the situation. But I feel like if you can express gratitude for the things that you do have, that'll make your life a little bit easier and a little bit less stressful, I think. Like, if you have a place to live right now, that's one less thing that you have to worry about, that kind of a thing. And the last thing I want to talk about is the Sun card. So the Sun card is the happiest card of the deck, right? You got it in reverse, which to me feels like your blessings aren't exactly here yet. I feel like you're putting in a lot of work, but it's not quite coming in. And I feel like that in part is at least due to this Nine of Swords energy. I feel like you guys are overworking yourselves, and when you're not in a healthy state of mind, it makes it a lot harder to achieve your goals, right? So I think if you guys would just take a step back and maybe balance a little bit more with this temperance card, you know, like still put in a lot of work towards your goals, but like maybe have some more time for yourself, that would actually end up helping you achieve your goals. But that was your reading for this time around, Gemini. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really like to know if the readings resonate for you. And like I said before, I upload my new Gemini videos on Wednesday, but you're more than welcome to look at my other timeless readings that I have on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.